Alright, so it was in focus. It's a bit wobbly, but oh well. So what I'm gonna try to do now is, so I've been like modding this a little bit after hours. So far I've managed to fix this sticky thing here by shaving a little bit of stuff and also glued these together with using plastic cement, so it should be all nice and permanent now. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this back on here. What I'm going to do here is we should start doing a series of after hours videos where I basically do some basic modding, or try to, of these things. So I just clip this off here, so I don't know what this is for, but I'm just gonna put it here. There you go. For whatever reason, it fits in there. It doesn't come out. I guess you're gonna stay there. Oh, I guess I could have. Did that come stay? Nope, it does not. Oh, ignoring that for now. So we're gonna fix the Titus here, especially the butt flaps, which have a problem of moving together. Unlike the front ones where you can easily mount them to like move independently, the back ones have an issue where you cannot do that easily. So I'm gonna remove the legs for now. Put this back on here because I don't need this to flap around. Alright, so I'm going to remove the back. I'm going to try to, let me show you what the problem is. I showed this in the live stream earlier. Alright, so we have these two things here which are joined together, and they kinda, if you put them in here, you cannot like separate the middle part because then it will just come apart. You cannot do that. So what I'm gonna try and do is kind of try to add like a slither around these halves, so it like, and like go inside this channel here, inside this channel here, and then kind of fit in there, and that maybe will be enough that it will stay in there. Yeah, anyway, that's the hope. And then maybe I can separate it, or I may end up ruining it completely, but I can always just glue it back together. So I've got, let's get the yellow here. These are the runners left over from the thing here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to like cut some slithers, very thin slithers here. And just enough. It's fine if it curls. In fact, it's better if it curls. There we go. Few thin slithers here. Off this, I'm guessing 3mm, which is the maximum you're supposed to be able to cut with these nippers. Hopefully I'm not ruining my nippers here. Alright, so that should be plenty, I think. I'm gonna make a mess of this anyway, so let's try it out. So take one of these, we gotta see, does it fit? I mean, actually we can do that first. So it should be on the bottom part, like here. What I'm gonna do is try to line this up. Actually, just cut this in half. Let's find something even. I think this one, it's a bit of a trial and error. Let's go with this one then. So cut it in half. Hopefully it doesn't fly off. Alright, so then take these little slithers here, try to deposit them onto here. Kind of line them up. Oh, if it'll stay. It will not stay. And it's flipping away. So what I'm gonna do is put this on there. So I kinda like so. And use our cement there to kind of just dot it without letting it move around. Alright, so we got in there. So if I compare here, it should go in there. And then I can, hopefully, maybe, without, that's probably too big, but press it on there. Kind of deform it into place here. Probably should have used a thinner piece, I feel. Yeah, let's try a thinner piece. No, there's none. Oh, this one's stuck onto the thing here. Or maybe not. So let's try the other side. The same deal. Just put it on there. This side. Not an exact science. We're just trying to like have something which was going to cause a bit of a extra bump here. Hopefully it works. And there. More or less. Mostly less. Or not. Trying to make it match a bit. It does not want to. So bend it all, and it broke. Of course it did. Let's just take this little slither here. I might end up breaking the other one on the other side too anyway. So just gonna try to deposit it over here. Gonna nudge it. Hopefully. There we go. Take cement. A generous drop. Maybe too much. It dripped on my finger. Line it up. Press it in there. This one's dry, I guess. Let's do a test fit. Of course, it will not fit, but I mean, kind of does on one side. Just move this a bit over here. Yeah. Alright, so we have this here. It probably takes like 60 seconds or some such to fully cure. This should actually be closer to the edge. That doesn't work. Man. Would drop here a bit more. Alright, so basically we're like cementing these slithers here. This one didn't work much. Okay, doesn't want to. The other one did kind of. Maybe we should use a smaller part. Hopefully it dries at some point. Let's try this again with an extra dose here. We're going to be filing this down anyway. Alright, so we got these two things on here. Kinda, sorta. And the objective is to wait for it to dry for a second. Although we're gonna get greedy here and try to nip this off. Can remove this extra here. Okay, that kind of worked out. There's probably such a thing as too much plastic cement. You can kind of sculpt the plastic with the cement. It's actually a recommendation by Bandai Man or Gundam Man. It's an old ancient YouTube video of how to make. Okay, I kind of ruined this here. The main reason to use the Tamiya cement thing is because of the brush. But if it starts like getting destroyed, maybe it's time to get a new set of brush. Alright, so fits sort of. So it does sorta kinda fit. So let's just try scraping this ever so gently. Just rubbing it very gently. Just trying to get this to sorta stay in there. Can use a little bit more cement here to kind of sculpt this down. Should be somewhat of a smooth bump, I guess. Alright, there we go. So basically we added a little bit of a bump to these two halves here. Just blow on it a bit to make it dry faster. And if we put it in here, it goes in. If I turn it, hopefully it stays in and does not. Yeah, it has limited range, so it should not come out more than this. Alright, so if I go up to here. Alright, so we got it this far. Let's try getting it out without breaking it off. There we go. Alright, so we do have like our two pumps here glued on. It's probably gonna get stronger over time. So what we're going to do now is take our saw and our block of wood. We don't use nippers here because we do not want this to be an accurate cut. So try to get this line up to the middle as much as we can, and gently saw through. Try not to break. Oops, well, that broke. Alright, so that happened. Just trim this little extra here. Okay, so now let's see how it behaves. Have we failed or did we succeed? Put this in here. Turn, it stays in. Turn maximum, it stays in. It stays in. Look at that. We have two halves independent. Okay, let's test this one. Stays in. Oh, wait. Kinda stays in. Yeah, it stays in. This one probably needs, or should have been a bit larger like that one, but hey, so far so good. Stays in more or less. Yeah, you can like rotate it and it goes all the way up and down and it stays in. This one, yeah, probably this one's thicker, so it's a little bit more in. So let's see how it looks. Final assembly. So we just check for a bit here. Okay. Now we just press this together back to the way it was. Okay, so it wobbles a little bit. That's okay. So now we have independent things. There you go. Like and subscribe, the usual. You know the drill. Okay. Alright, that was a thing I just did live. I didn't do this one. This was a mess. Like getting these to like, it was a bit of a mess. There's like really messed up parts inside. And we can see it's scratched up. I had to like try it really hard to get it out. But now it's like very nice, easy to pop out as opposed to before. But overall, there we go. I modded the butt flaps there. These also do their thing. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Cool. Let's put this back together the way it was. See. And this one over there. Gently. And there we go, with your spoilers on the back. I still haven't figured out how to fix the torso always coming off, but yeah, there you go. Independent flaps. They go this way. They do not come out. They're not like, you can probably yank them out, but it's true of any part, you can probably break them apart easily. But try not to. There you go. Independent butt flaps. Independent front flaps. Flaps for everybody. So now it's like a little small upgrade for this kit, which ain't too bad. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. The usual. Show you. Does it? Is it trademark? I don't know. I mean, it's used everywhere.